Welcome, guys, to Praise All Glory. Today I'm here to talk with you about the mission and the mission field. Here today, I want to encourage you. The Bible says we should go into all the world and and make a disciple of all nations. There are people that are called into full-time ministry. They leave their work, they leave everything, and they go. That is one of the greatest way of serving the Lord. But is that the only way? No. The remaining people, God has told us that we are the light of the world, we are the salt of the earth. Salt preserves from corruption, and light beam into darkness. So, for those of us that are called to be on mission field in our profession, in our home, in our school, in wherever the Lord placed us, we must fulfill the purpose of God. And the purpose of God is for us to shine as light in the midst of darkness. There is a lot of places that missionary cannot get into. In your place of work, you can reach. There are a lot of, because you are an ambassador for Christ. The Bible says we are ambassador for Christ. So wherever you find yourself, you have to be intentional about fulfilling the calling of God upon your life in that mission field. I don't like what is going on right now, that the church is trying to kill the gifting that God has given the body. When you look at the discovery that were made in those days, you see electricity is this, they are Christian that God gave that inspiration to bring those discovery. But nowadays, the church is trying, some of the churches especially, trying to kill the gifting of God, forcing people that are gifted in architecture, in their profession, to go into full-time ministry, to go and drop the gifting God has given them. And confusing people. I'm here to tell you that you don't have to drop your profession to go into full-time ministry. In your profession, if that's what God is telling you, stay there and ask God, what am I here to do? What do you want me to do? Your gifting in the marketplace is indisputable. I am the supporter of that because of what God has done in my life. In my profession, in my life, the ministry, the miracles that have happened in my workplace is even more than what has happened while I was in church as a minister. I do ministration part time and I work part time. I don't joke. Whenever I'm in church, I do church. Whenever I'm at work, I, without even talking, minister to life. Don't let anybody look down on the call of God upon your life. At a time in my life, about two churches gang up and they were ready. They want to force me into full-time ministry. And I was so confused because I was saying, two people are saying it. It must, two churches, it must be that. I saw the Lord. I was confused. I was almost questioning what I believe until Jesus manifested to me and showed me the ulterior motive behind the two churches, forcing me into ministry. I said, no, don't listen. I am here to encourage you from the encouragement that I receive. Don't let anybody force you into full time ministry. Whatever the Lord tells you to do it. If God tells you to stay in the kitchen and you're on the pulpit, you're wasting your time. You will be rewarded with what He tells you to do because that's what He has given you capability and the gifting for. If the Lord tells you to stay in your home and nurture your children, many great men and women of God today, if not for their mothers and their fathers, they will not be standing where they are. But somebody look down on the home. If God is calling you to be an architect, stay there and fulfill the purpose of God. Bring down the design of heaven. Even the tabernacle was going to be built, God endowed some people with crafted wisdom that they can bring different design. You now call such people and you push them into ministry to go and be full-time pastor, you have destroyed the purpose of God for their life. And I'm here to tell you, don't let anybody confuse you, take you out of the calling God has asked of you, because on the last day, God will ask you, this gift that I gave you, how did you use it? When a purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. If God has making you a golden spoon, and what you want to do is to sweep ground, you cannot do it efficiently. I'm here to encourage you because there are some pastors out there killing the purpose of God and the gifting of God in the body. We need to wake up and understand that the Bible says, wherever He has taken us, city, town, nation, we have to fulfill the purpose of God and pray for the city of destiny. Whatever your hand has found to do, The Bible says, do it as unto God, not as unto the man. You are a nurse, you are in gateway. I remember when I was, doing some medical work as a nursing, a lot of people that was passing to the other side dying. I was able to witness, talk to them. There are people that God has placed in those strategic places. Even the missionary on the field cannot reach. There are some government houses that missionary cannot get to, but your boss, your everyday boss, your colleague, you can reach. I want you to look at the calling of God upon your life and make full proof of it in your marketplace. I encourage you, don't let anybody tell you your mission field is when you travel out of your city. Your mission field is where God has placed you right now, what you are doing right now, what He has placed into your hand. And I just pray that God will be able to say to you, welcome, O good and faithful servant, come into your Father's kingdom. I thank you for listening to me today. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Till then, stay blessed.